Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to postseason Wildcat basketball on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. I'm David Warrington, and I'm coming to you live from Turkey Valley High School for tonight's Region 3 quarterfinal varsity girls basketball matchup between the host Turkey Valley Trojans and your Central City Wildcats. And before we get things started tonight, taking a look at both teams, we'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So here we are, Turkey Valley High School in Jackson Junction, Iowa, for a Class 1A Region 3 quarterfinal matchup, again between the Turkey Valley Trojans, who are playing host tonight, against your Central City Wildcats. The winner of tonight's postseason battle will play again this coming Thursday, February 18th, just 2 days from today, against the winner of one of tonight's other quarterfinal matchups, that one being between Key and East Buchanan. This is the first time, at least in the era of Quick Stats and Varsity Bound, going back to about, I think, 2006, that these two teams have met up in girls basketball. So an unusual matchup here between these two teams, but we're about ready to go here tonight. Now the Wildcats entered this game with a record of 12-9 on the season so far, and they're coming off a dominant first-round victory over Don Bosco this past Thursday by a score of 59-12. The Wildcats are led in scoring by Sarah Reed. The junior averages 15.6 points per game. She is followed in scoring by senior forward Emma Fritcher, averaging 8.6, and freshman guard Bailey Weber, averaging 6.9. Fritcher is the team leader in rebounds, pulling down 6.9 rebounds per game. Reed is a team leader in assists and steals, averaging 4.5 assists per night to go along with 2.3 steals. Fritcher is the team leader in block shots, blocking 1.4 per game. Now taking a look at the Turkey Valley Trojans. Turkey Valley enters this game with a record of 17-5 on the season. In their first round game, they picked up a dominant win against Dunkerton, coming out on top 76-28. The Trojans have not lost a game since January 19th, when they were bested by North Fayette Valley by a final of 55-44. The leading scorer for the Trojans is Allie Hoffer, averaging 19.3 points per game. She is followed by J.C. Brin, averaging 10.1 per game. Hoffer also leads the team in rebounding, pulling down 8.1 boards per contest. Byrne leads the team in steals at 5.1 per night, followed by Kara Reichs at 3.8 and Allie Hoffert at 3. Turkey Valley as a team averages an impressive 16.9 steals per game. So there's both sides giving you the rundown on Turkey Valley and Central City. We're about 7 minutes and 15 seconds away from tip-off here from Turkey Valley High School. I'm kind of positioned tonight. It's kind of a unique position I'm set up in. I'm on court level, right in one of the corners along the baseline and like the corner between the baseline and sideline here in Turkey Valley. So I've got the Turkey Valley Trojans team warming up right in front of me, about 6 feet away from me, and then down on the far end of the court, we've got the Central City Wildcats getting their shots up. The Trojans are wearing their home white uniforms with red and black and white shooting shirts. The Wildcats are in their red visiting uniforms. They've got the white trim and then black and white shooting shirts. Taking a look at how both teams got to the records they entered tonight's game in. As I said, the Wildcats entered 12-9 on the year. They picked up wins to start the year against Midland 36-16, Central Elkader 48-36, Alburnett 60-40, and Starmont 62-20. They then lost 3 straight to 3 pretty good teams. They lost to Springville 52-19, Maquoketa Valley in a pretty close game for an undefeated Maquoketa Valley squad 48-39, and then lost to Calamus Wheatland 41-34. Then at Edgewood Colesburg, they won 53-45. Versus East Buchanan, they won 39-35. At North Lynn, they lost 70-50, and versus Springville, they lost at 64-29. At Dunkerton, they won 52-31. At Alburnett, they lost 45-28. Versus Cedar Valley Christian, they won 64-4. Versus Starmont, they won 52-31. At Prince of Peace, they lost 53-39. Versus Edgewood Colesburg, they won at 53-23. At Maquoketa Valley, they lost 57-40. At East Buchanan, they won at 42-34. In their final regular season game versus North Lynn, they kept it close, only losing 63-52. And then in their first postseason game of the year, in the first round matchup against Don Bosco in Central City, the Wildcats came out on top 59-12. So that's how the Wildcats come in 12-9, playing in the tough Tri-Rivers Conference, night in, night out, playing some really good teams. So not a bad effort at all to go 12-9. Wildcats still, the best part, they still have a chance to improve that record here in the postseason. Now for Turkey Valley, I mentioned they entered tonight's game with a record of 17-5. They started their season at New Hampton. They won it 48-40. Versus MFL Marmac, they lost 46-38. At Clayton Ridge, they won it 64-40. At North Fayette Valley, they lost 50-46. Versus South Winneshiek, won 65-17. Versus Key, won 63-34. At Central Elkader, won 51-23. Versus Decorah, lost 47-46. The 1 point loss there. At West Central, won 44-40. Versus Osage, lost 45-33. Versus Riceville, won 51-22. Versus Postville, won 62-17. Versus Waukon, won 79-78 in a really high-scoring game there. At MFL Marmac, they won at 47-45. At North Fayette Valley, they lost 55-44. And again, that game, January 19th, is their last loss. Continuing down the list here, at Key, won 51-38. Versus West Central, won 56-23. At South Winneshiek, won 48-12. At Postville, won 62-22. Versus Central Elkader, won 49-38. Versus Clayton Ridge, won 59-26. And then just this past Thursday, February 11th, in their first round regional matchup against Dunkerton, in a game they hosted, they won it 76-28. So that's a rundown of both teams' schedule to this point. Again, the Wildcats enter with a record of 12 wins, 9 losses. The Trojans enter with 17 wins and 5 losses. Down to about 3.5 minutes until tip-off here from Jackson Junction in Turkey Valley High School. Looking in the bracket here for Region 3. Other matchups tonight, Wapsie Valley is traveling to St. Ansgar for a matchup with the Saints. Nashville Plainfield is hosting West Central. And as I said, Key is taking on East Buchanan. It says that game's at Central Elkader High School. If that's accurate, that's a neutral site game there for both teams. The Central Elkader was taken out in the first round by West Central. So again, the Wildcats, if they're the winner of tonight's match, as we continue to roll down here to getting closer and closer to the start of tonight's game. Again, the Central City Wildcats here on the road tonight, taking on the Turkey Valley Trojans in District 3 quarterfinal action. So I think I misspoke a little bit earlier. It looks like the next round semifinal games will actually be on the 19th of February. That is Friday. I originally said Thursday. It looks like that was incorrect. So I believe the games will be on Friday the 19th. The Wildcats, they're able to win. So 35 seconds and counting now. So we're getting close to tip here. What should be a good varsity contest in the postseason. Always good matchups in postseason basketball. As 20 seconds and counting now. And now we're about to meet tonight's starting lineups here for this game. Again, the Central City Wildcats taking on the Turkey Valley High School in Jackson Junction, Iowa. Public address announcer here in Jackson Junction going over some final announcements before we meet our starting lineups. 8 minutes set on the clock, and we're just getting set to meet our starting lineups here tonight. Big crowd here tonight for this postseason game. Plenty of Wildcats made the trip. About an hour and 40 minutes or so over here to Turkey Valley, so Wildcats appear to have traveled well. Still just going over the expectations from fans for tonight. Now introducing tonight's officials. Nice round of applause given up for our officials tonight. We'll see if those applause carry over here in about 10 minutes or so. Now we're set to meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Wildcats, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Emma Treidel. At forward, a 5'3" junior, number 5, Natalie Noonan. A 5'10" senior, number 13, Emma Fritcher. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 22, Briley Brooks. And at forward, a 5'10" junior, number 25, Sarah Reed. Assistant coach for the Wildcats is Lisa Reed. Central City's head coach is Henry Martinson. Now the starters for the Trojans. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 3, Jalissa Blazik. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 5, Allie Hofert. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 11, Kara Reichs. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 12, JC Byrne. And at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 23, Kylie Werzer. Assistant coaches are Steve Hofert and Justin Bakula. Turkey Valley's head coach is Carla Niemeyer. Take a quick break for our national anthem. Very nice rendition of the national anthem tonight. And now we're about set to go. Eight minutes set on the clock. So we're set to go here from Turkey Valley between the Wildcats and the Trojans. Quarterfinal basketball as the going with Reed, Treidel, Fritcher, Brooks, and Noonan. Starting unit tonight for the Wildcats. Central City will work left to right. Trojans will work right to left to start. It's going to be Emma Fritcher jumping for the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to be Allie Hoffert jumping for the Trojans. 8 minutes on the clock, and we are set to go here for quarterfinal basketball. Ball's in the air. We are underway. It's tip controlled by the Wildcats. Sarah Reed takes it, kicks it across half court over to Brooks. Attacking, trying to get to the rim now. Tries to get inside the Noonan. Ball's on the ground. It's loose. It's picked up by one of the Trojans. We've got a jump ball, I believe. That is the call. So we'll see which way the possession arrow goes. Looks like it's going to favor the Trojans as they will get their first crack at it. Bryn bringing it up the court for the Trojans. Over to Reichs. Now into the corner to Blazik. Blazik dribbling it up. Now back into the corner to Werzer. Picks up her dribble. Gives it back to Blazik. Now back to Reichs. Into the corner now. Inside pass. Shot on the way is no good. Blocked by Emma Fritcher. She pulls down the rebound. Now gives it over to Reed. Reed's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Bringing in the cross half court. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass over to Noonan, top of the key. Fakes a pass. Now gives it over to Treidel on the left wing. Has a top of the key. Dribbling right. Uses the screen. Now going into the corner. Got 5 seconds, closely guarded is the call. That's going to be a turnover. Treidel dribbled 5 seconds while being guarded, and that is a turnover. So it's going to be Trojans ball now, as we've got Bryn bringing it up the floor for Turkey Valley, bringing in the cross half court. Looks like the Wildcats starting in a 2-3. Now into the right wing to Blazik. Bounce pass top of the key to Reichs. Reichs picks up her dribble into the corner now to Blazik. Has it right wing, now right back to Hofert. Noonan dribbling to her left, attacking the hoop. Loses it, it's going to go out of bounds. They say off the Wildcats. Last touch by Noonan. So the Trojans will get it. Wildcats lead it 2-0 early here. 5:42 to go in the first. Byrne bringing it up now over to Hofert. Hofert back to Byrne, crossing half court. Brooks is right there. She gets past her. Top of the key to Hofert. Open three. Top of the key is no good. A little bit too strong. Rebounded by Tritle. Emma Tritle double teamed on the rebound. Now gets it over to Reed, who hands it over to Noonan. Skip pass down court to Brooks. Brooks looking for somewhere to go with it. Has the top of the key now. Picks up her dribble. Over to Reed. Sarah Reed, three-pointer from the wing is no good off back iron. Rebound is tipped. It's still loose. Picked up by Reichs of the Trojans. She has it on a 2-on-1 fast break. Pulls up. Mid-range jumper on the way. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Brooks. And she hands it off to Noonan. Fast-paced game so far, as can be expected for postseason basketball. Noonan loses it momentarily. Now over to Reed. Down court to Tritle, attacking the hoop. Jump stop, puts it up on the inside, and it's good. Emma Tritle finishes at the rim. And the Wildcats lead it 4-0 here. 4:45 to go in the first. Blazek attacking the hoop now. He's going to retreat, dribble. Top of the key. Open three on the way is no good. A little bit too strong. Offensive rebound pulled down by Hofert. Her shot on the way, no good. She gets her own rebound. She goes back up with it. Her putback is good. That was J.C. Byrne on the bucket there. The Trojans are on the board here. Wildcats lead at 4-2. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Noonan picks up her dribble, hands it over to Reed. Top of the key, standing right at the midcourt logo. Closely guarded by Hofert. Picks it up. Cross-court pass to Brooks. Looking for somewhere to go with it. In some trouble now. Gets it out to Tritle. Dangerous pass. It's handled, though. Now Noonan has it on the left wing. Now top of the key, looking to go downhill. Picks it up. Gets it to Tritle. Now over to Reed in the left corner. Down low to Fritcher. Great move there, and Fritcher can't finish inside. Noonan gets the offensive board. Her putback's no good. And the rebound's picked up by Werzer. 2 point-blank chances there for the Wildcats. Couldn't get either of them to go. Has got a foul here. It's going to be against, I believe it was Emma Tritle. Nope, it was going to be Emma Fritcher. That's going to be her first team foul, number 1, as we've got J.C. Bryn going to the line to shoot 2 for the Trojans. She could tie it up if she's able to knock down both. First free throw on the way is good. Has a couple subs here for the Wildcats. Bailey Weber and Hannah Kramer are checking in. Tritle and Brooks will come out. Also for the Trojans, we've got Jacqueline Schmidt making her first appearance in tonight's game, as Bryn gets set to attempt her second free throw. Second shot on the way. That one is good as well, so she makes both. 4-4 our score here. 3:45 to go in the first. Bailey Weber has it, just checked into the game. Going down the sideline. Now retreat dribble. Over to Noonan on the right wing, dribbling to the left. Top of the key to Kramer. Over to Weber. Thinks about a three, thinks better of it. Now top of the key to Noonan. Noonan dribbling left, picks up her dribble again. Bounce pass over to Kramer in the short corner. Reed has it now on the left wing. Uses a screen from Fritcher, picks it up. Now down low to Fritcher. She goes up with it. Her shot's no good. Fights, gets her own rebound. Takes one dribble, goes back up with it. We got a foul on the inside. It's going to be on the floor, so no free throws here, but we do have a foul. Foulman against the Trojans. That's their first. As inbounds pass goes to Fritcher down low. Nearly travels, keeps her pivot foot though. Gets it back out to the corner. Over to Weber. Open three. Bailey Weber on the way is good. Bailey Weber knocks down the open look from 3. The freshman making a big play here early. Wildcats lead at 7-4. Byrne attacking now over right wing to Blazek. Back to Bryn, looking to get downhill. Picks up her dribble. Down low to Schmidt. Now over to Hofert on the left wing, guarded by Weber. Skip pass, short corner to Bryn, attacking, picked up her dribble. Fadeaway jumper is good. Tough jumper there from J.C. Byrne, but she knocks it down. 7-6, the Wildcats lead it. Noonan gets it across half court to Reed. And she'll look to potentially slow things down a little bit, using a screen from Fritcher and Weber. Has it tipped away, stolen. Hofer, 2-on-1 fast break, gives it over to Burns. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled. They're going to get Bailey Weber on that foul, as that is going to be her first and team foul number 2. As I believe it's going to be Byrne going to the line to shoot 2 for the Trojans. Could take the lead here. Wildcats lead by 1 at the moment. First free throw's no good, off the back iron. As it looks like Kara Reichs is re-entering the game for the Trojans. Just spent a little bit of time on the bench. Second free throw on the way. That one's good, so she makes 1 of 2. 7-7 our score. As it's going to be Aubrey Hofert checking into the game for the first time, and Jalissa Blazek will check out. Trojans looking to go in a full court press. Fritcher will throw it in. Reed and Noonan back to help him bring it down the court. Reed catches the inbounds pass, gives it over to Fritcher. Back to Reed, across half court, now to Noonan. Looking to get downhill, attacking, loses it. Out of bounds, was it off the Trojans? Looks like that is the case. Off of Turkey Valley, so the Wildcats will keep it. It's going to be Emma Fritcher throwing it in from the sideline, gets it into Reed in the short corner. A lot of pressure. She takes a fadeaway jumper. It's no good, off the mark. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Wildcats as the Trojans will take over. We got Emma Tritle checking back into the game now. Natalie Noonan to go to the bench. 7-7 our score here. 2:09 remaining in the first. Byrne bringing it up for the Trojans. Top of the key. Now left wing to Hofert. Inside to the other Hofert. That's Allie Hofert now. Now right wing. That's Reichs attacking. Dribbling around the perimeter. Skip pass left wing to Aubrey Hofert. Top the key. Now over to Allie Hofert. Long two on the way is good. That's Aubrey Hofert knocking down the jumper. Feet were on the line, so it's only two. 9-7 our score. Turkey Valley leads. Kramer has it right wing. Top of the key to Reed. Dribbling right. Pull-up jumper on the way. Sarah's shot well off the mark. It's going to go out of bounds. Off the Wildcats. Nobody touched it. And the Trojans will take over. Jalissa Blazek re-entering the game for the Trojans. J.C. Byrne will go to the bench. Trojans lead it 9-7, minute and a half to go in the first. Allie Hofer has the top of the key, guarded by Weber. Now over to Reichs. Back to Hofer, has it left wing. Looking to go down low, picks up a dribble. Now top of the key to Reichs, nearly stolen, but Reichs does come up with it. Now right wing, that's Blazek. Now inside to Hofer, takes one dribble, fakes a shot. Back to Reichs, three-pointer on the way is no good, off the mark. Rebounded by Schmidt. Good hustle there to get the offensive rebound. Skip pass over to Blazek. Her jumper is on the way. It's too short, no good. Rebounded by Allie Hofer. Three-pointer on the way from Blazek is no good. Rebounded by Schmidt. Tons of offensive rebounds. Another one there. Hofer comes up with it, and that one is good. Had to be 5 or so offensive rebounds that possession by the Trojans. They finally make good. And a steal here. Reichs comes up with it. It's 11-7, 40 seconds to go in the first. Hofer down low to Schmidt, gives it back to Hofer. She loses it. They're gonna get a foul, kind of a weak foul there on the inside, but there was some contact. And I'm kind of surprised it said it was on the shot. So she will be going to the line. That foul is gonna go against Hannah Kramer. That's her first, team foul number 3. As Allie Hofer will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Trojans. She's their leading scorer, averaging just over 19 points a game. First free throw on the way is good. She'll have one more. Natalie Noonan back into the game for the Wildcats. Hannah Kramer will go to the bench. 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 12-7 lead for the Trojans with another free throw yet to come from Hofert. Second free throw on the way. That one is good. She makes both. 13-7 lead for the Trojans as we've got J.C. Byrne re-entering the game here for the Trojans for Allie Hofert. Fritcher's going to throw it in. Gets it inbounds to Weber. Weber over to Reed. We're down to 30 seconds and counting here in quarter number 1. Reed over to Weber. Wide open lane to the rim. She throws it up. It's good. Bailey Weber with the layup. Nice finish there inside from Weber. As we got 20 seconds and counting. 13-9 our score. Into the corner to Reichs. Back to Bryn. Down low to Schmidt. Her shot is no good. Gets her own rebound. We got a foul, I believe, on the floor. That is going to be the call. As Schmidt missed, but she got her own rebound. Looks like they're going to get Emma Tritle for the foul. It's going to be her first, team foul number 4. 13 seconds and counting. Inbounds pass is wild. It's tipped. It's picked up by the Trojans. In and out of the hands of Reichs. Now she gets it back. Tritle nearly commits another foul, but nothing there. Reichs attacking the baseline. Skip pass into the corner. Now top of the key. Reichs attacking the hoop. And she did not get the shot off. I believe they may have counted it if it went in, but she certainly did not get it off in time. Regardless, it was no good. So that is going to do it for quarter number 1 of play. A crazy back and forth quarter of play there. And after one quarter of play, our score, Turkey Valley 13, Central City 9. So while we've got a quick break here, we'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So a 4-point deficit here for the Wildcats after 8 minutes of play. Believe it should be Wildcat ball to begin the second quarter because they won the tip, and then the only jump ball, I believe, of the quarter went to the Trojans, so it should be Wildcat ball. That does appear to be the case. The Wildcats are going to start with Tritle, Brooks, Reed, Noonan, and Fritcher here for quarter number 2. Fritcher will throw it in. Noonan will bring it up as we are underway in quarter number 2. Noonan gets pressured right away, bringing it to the cross half court. Double team comes, attacking the hoop, nearly loses it. We got a foul, it looks like, as Briley Brooks made a 3-pointer from the corner, but it was after the whistle, so it won't count. Foul is against the Trojans. I believe that's just their second. Tritle will throw it in from the baseline. Top of the key now to Reed. Being pressured closely by Blazek, attacking the hoop, gets to the rim, puts it up, it's good. Sarah Reed, nice drive there to the cup, and Reed finishes when she gets there through some contact. 13-11 our score. We've got a foul against Natalie Noonan. It's going to be her first team foul, number 5. As the Trojans will get it here. Bryn bringing to the cross half court, into the corner to Reichs, guarded by Tritle. Picks up her dribble, down low to Schmidt. Bounce pass over to Hofert, takes a couple dribbles, now over into the corner to Reichs. Looking to get downhill. Right wing to Byrne. Now it's Hofert again, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Into the corner to Bryn. Attacking, picks it up again, down low to Schmidt. Nice tip there by Fritcher, and Emma Tritle comes up with the steal. Wildcats with a chance to tie it on this possession. Long down court pass to Brooks. And we've got a traveling violation. Briley Brooks, I couldn't see it from my angle, but apparently shuffled her feet a little bit off the catch from Reed's long court pass. So turnover there, 13-11 our score, 7:05 to go in the second. Trojans hold the 2-point advantage. As into the right or left wing now to Blazek. Top of the key to Reichs, fakes the 3, now gives it down low to Hofert. Back to Reichs, she'll take a 3 this time on the way. It's no good off back iron. They're going to say it went over, touched the top of the backboard. So that'll be a turnover there off the missed shot. Schmidt will come out for the Trojans as Aubrey Hofert will check back in. Fritcher to throw it in from the baseline for the Wildcats. Inbounds pass to Noonan. She's going to take the sideline, gets across half court. Double team, her pass is tipped, gets it to Brooks. She's double teamed. Now she's going to bring it back out to the perimeter, top of the key. Bounce pass over to Tritle. Using a screen from Fritcher. Picks up her dribble, down low to Noonan. She's going to go up with the shot. It's blocked, but they also got some of the arm as a foul is going to be called. That is going to be the 3rd foul called against the Trojans. That's going to go on Aubrey Hofert. It's on the shot, so Natalie Noonan will go to the line for 2 free throws here for the Wildcats. Noonan's first free throw on the way. That one is good. 13-12, Wildcats trail by 1 as Noonan gets set to attempt her second free throw. Weber will check in here at the next dead ball. Second free throw on the way is no good. Noonan couldn't quite get that one to fall. This makes 1 of 2, 13-12 advantage for the Trojans. Hofert bringing it up the floor. Right wing to Bryn. Now down low to Hofert. Over to Reichs. Pass is tipped, stolen away. Tritle with the active hands comes up with the steal. Now Reed down court past the Tritle. She's going to pull it back out to the perimeter. She's doubled. Gets it to Fritcher, in and out of the hands. Reed saves it over to Brooks. Now down low to Reed. Her layup is good, and the Wildcats take the lead. 14-13 with just over 6 minutes to play in the second. Bryn bringing it up for the Trojans. Top of the key, guarded by Noonan. Over to Hofert, into the corner to Reichs. Looking down low. Gets it to Bryn. Her shot on the way is good. Trojans reclaim the lead, 15-14. Reed to throw it in, guarded by Hofert. Bounce pass inside to Noonan, but we've got a timeout on the floor. Coach Martinson of the Wildcats wants a timeout. We'll see. He's going to go with a 30-second timeout. So with 5:49 remaining here in the second quarter, our score, Turkey Valley 15, Central City 14. So back and forth game to this point, a 1-point advantage for the Trojans, as the Wildcats will keep it coming out of the timeout. The Trojans have been putting together a pretty good full court press. Wildcats haven't turned it over too much, but they've definitely sped them up. Fritcher will throw it in. Weber, Noonan, and Reed are all right there in the backcourt to take the inbounds pass. Gets it into Weber, now Reed. Crossing half court down the sideline. Has a right wing, uses a screen from Kramer. Down low to Fritcher. Nice pass over to Weber. Nearly loses it, top of the key to Reed. Inside to Fritcher, nice pass, her shot's good. Emma Fritcher finishes inside off the assist from Reed. And the Wildcats reclaim the lead 16-15. Bryn has the top of the key over to Reichs in the corner, that's Blazik. Now over to Reichs, she has it left wing, attacking the hoop. Loses it, but she's gonna be called for, they're gonna call for a foul. The Wildcat fans here do not like the call, but it is gonna be a foul. It's gonna go against Sarah Reed. That is her first, team foul number 6. They're one away from being over the bonus. Bryn will throw it in here for the Trojans. Gets it into the corner to Hofer. That's Aubrey Hofer. Now left wing to Reichs. Picks up her dribble. Pass fake. Now left wing to Allie Hofer. 2-point jumper on the way from Blazik. That's no good. Nice box out there by Noonan as she gets the rebound. And they're going to get a foul against the Trojans. That's going to be their 4th. Going to go against Jalissa Blazik of the Trojans. As Fritcher will throw it in. Again, Weber, Noonan, and Reed right here to take the inbounds pass. Fritcher does get it into Noonan. Noonan, double team comes. She skips it over to Fritcher, crossing half court. Attacking the hoop. Now bounce pass out to Weber on the right wing. Skip pass to Kramer. She's attacking the rim. Picks up her dribble over to Noonan. And they're going to get a traveling violation. I didn't see that one. But they are going to whistle Natalie Noonan for a travel. Trojans ball. As we're going to have Kylie Werzer re-entering the game for Turkey Valley. Jalissa Blazik will come out. 16-15 lead here for the Wildcats with 4:45 to go in the second. Bryn has the top of the key. Now over left wing to Reichs. Reichs top of the key. Back to Byrne. Now to Hofert. Reichs has it left wing. Now right wing to Hofert. Hofert attacking down into the corner. Gets it short corner to Werzer. She's in some trouble. Now she gets out of it. Skip pass over to Hofert. Her shot's good. Aubrey Hofert with the floater to make it a 17-16 score. Trojans with the 1-point lead. Down across half court. Pass goes to Weber. She's attacking. Now pulls it back out. Inside to Reed in the high post. Now over to Kramer. Thinks about a jumper. Now Noonan in the corner attacking. Over to Reed. Mid-range jumper on the way is no good. Sarah's shot just off the mark. Rebounded by Reichs. Pushing in transition. She's going to pull it out. Guarded by Noonan. Into the corner to Burns. Now Hofert has it. Guarded by Noonan on the right wing. Wildcats sticking with their 2-3 defense. Now corner to Werzer. Going to be a kicked ball violation called against Sarah Reed of the Wildcats. So the Trojans will keep it. We got 3:45 to play here in the second. 17-16 lead for the Trojans. J.C. Byrne will throw it in from the baseline. Gets it into Reichs. Has it in the right corner. Now over to Hofert. Nearly loses it. Picked up by Werzer. Stolen away by Weber. Nice job to jump the pass. Bailey goes up with her shot. Is no good. Takes an unlucky bounce. But it's going to be out of bounds off of the Trojans. So the Wildcats will keep it. Great play there by Bailey to jump into the passing lane and make the steal. Couldn't quite finish on the other end. But Reed will now throw it in for the Wildcats. Gets it into Weber on the left wing. Now right back to Reed. Her three-pointer from the corner on the way is no good. Rebound's going to be picked up by Werzer. It's loose. Kramer has it now right underneath the hoop. Gives it over to Fritcher. Her shot is good. Emma Fritcher scores off the assist from Hannah Kramer. And it's an 18-17 advantage for the Wildcats. Bryn over into the corner to Reichs. Now over to Hofert, top of the key, guarded by Weber in their 2-3 defense. Back to Reichs on the left wing. Bringing up top of the key, now over to Byrne. Her shot's on the way. It is good. Believe that was a 3. We'll wait for the scoreboard here. It's just a 2. Steal there for the Trojans. And Bailey Weber with the block. Weber denies the layup. Emma Treidel and Briley Brooks will check in for the Wildcats. As we got a 19-18 lead here for the Trojans. As Bryn will throw it in. Pass is tipped. It's picked up by Schmidt. Inside to Hofer. Her shot is blocked and rebounded by Reed. Down court pass to Weber. It's loose. Weber comes up with it. 1 point lead here for the Trojans. 2:30 to go in the second. Brooks, top of the key. Over to Weber on the right wing. Dribbling it up, now over to Brooks in the corner. Brooks inside to Reed. Takes a one dribble, puts it up, it's no good. Rebounded by Hofer. Skip pass down to Burns. She's going to go up with it. We got a foul before the shot, it looks like. And that's going to be a 1-1 as the Wildcats are over the bonus. That was team foul number 7. Looks like they got Emma Treidel for the foul. That's her second. Again, team foul number 7. So it looks like it is going to be J.C. Byrne going to the line to shoot a 1-1 here for the Trojans. 2:17 to go in the second. Shot on the way is no good. Rebounded by Weber. So she misses the front end of the 1-1 there. Bounce pass over to Reed. Down court pass to Fritcher. Now Brooks has it. Dribbling back out to the perimeter. Has it left wing. Now Weber top of the key. Over to Fritcher in the left corner. Uses the screen from Reed. Attacking the hoop. Goes up with it. Emma Fritcher's shot's no good. Rebound picked up by Reed. Her shot's blocked, but they got a foul called against the Trojans. That's going to be team foul number 5, and Sarah Reed is going to go to the line for 2 with a chance to put the Wildcats back on top here as they currently trail by 1. Reed set to attempt her first of 2 free throws. Shot on the way is good. Sarah will get one more as we're tied at 19 apiece. Aubrey Hofer re-enters the game for the Trojans. It's going to be Kara Reichs checking out. Also, we've got Natalie Noonan entering the game for the Wildcats. Emma Treidel with 2 fouls will go to the bench. As Reed gets set to attempt her second free throw. Second free throw on the way is good. Sarah knocks down both. It's a 20-19 lead for the Wildcats. 1:55 to go in the second. Bryn has the top of the key, picks up her dribble. Now over to Blazik on the right wing. Top of the key to Byrne. Now over to Hofer. Aubrey Hofer over to Allie Hofer. Bounce pass to Byrne. Thinks about a 3. Over to Hofer. Long 2 is no good. Rebounded by Reed. And the Wildcats will bring it the other way. Sarah crossing half court. Down low, intended for Fritcher. It's going to be a turnover. Aubrey Hofer comes up with it. And then she gives it over to Allie, I'm assuming her sister, Allie Hofer, who gives it over to Blazik. Now back to Hofer. Long 2 from Bryn on the way is going to bounce around and in. A lucky bounce there as it rolled around for a while before falling through. 21-20 lead for the Trojans as Reed's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Pass is tipped, stolen away. Down low to Hofer. Her shot is not attempted as she was fouled beforehand. It's going to go against Reed. That is her second, team foul number 8. As looks like they did call that on the shot. So it's going to be 2 free throws. Thought it was going to be 1-1. It's going to be Allie Hofer shooting 2 for the Trojans. First shot is good. Off the back iron, front of the rim, back iron again and through. So 22-20 our score, 1:05 remaining in the second quarter as Hofer gets set to attempt her second free throw. Second shot on the way, that one is good, so she makes them both. 23-20 our score as Kara Reichs will check in for the Trojans, replacing Jacqueline Schmidt. As Fritcher will throw it in for the Wildcats. Gets it into Weber. Guarded by Reichs, now over to Reed. A minute and counting to go in the second as Reed's doubled, gets it across half court to Fritcher. Attacking now into the corner. Brooks attacking, picks up her dribble. In some trouble, gets it out to Fritcher. Now Reed, 3-pointer, top of the key from Reed is no good. Rebounds loose, picked up by Reichs. Running in transition. And we got a travel. Bailey Weber was close to getting a steal there. She didn't come up with the steal, but she pressured the ball handler enough to force the travel. So it won't show up in the stat book, but Weber with a huge defensive play there. As Fritcher's going to throw it in, gets it into Reed. Looking across half court, gets it to Fritcher. She will cross half court. 35 seconds and counting to go here in the second. Wildcats trail by 3. Bounce pass to Noonan, top of the key. Attacking the basket. Nice move, loses it. It's going to be a jump ball. I believe that will favor Turkey Valley. And they'll get it back up 3 with 29 seconds to go in the half. Bryn will bring it up for the Trojans. We'll see if they look to hold for one shot here. Over to Reichs into the corner to Hofer. Now left wing to Reichs, bringing it top of the key. Over to Blazik, back to Reichs, has it top of the key again, guarded by Weber. Back to Bryn, into the corner to Blazik. Passes tipped, gonna go out of bounds. Weber got her fingertips on it. So out of bounds off of Weber. And the Wildcats, or excuse me, the Trojans will keep it here. Just 4 seconds to go in the first half. Allie Hofert will throw it in. Gets it into Byrne, back to Hofert. Shot fake, her three-pointer on the way, at the buzzer is good. A huge shot there at the buzzer by Allie Hofert. Gave the inbounds pass, took it right back, had one shot fake, and then went up with a three-pointer at the buzzer and knocks it down to give the Trojans a 6-point advantage going into the locker room. So we've played 16 minutes of action here from Turkey Valley. Our score, Turkey Valley 26, Central City 20. So an exciting first half of action there. A three-pointer at the buzzer by the Trojans' leading scorer, Allie Hofert. Gives them a 6-point advantage going into the break. The Wildcats will get it first to begin the second half as they just took the jump ball, or the Trojans just took the jump ball there late in that second quarter. So a back and forth game. I wouldn't be surprised if we've had about 10 lead changes already in this one, as the teams just went back and forth, and the Trojans just got a little bit of momentum there after that big three by Hofert. We'll see if the Wildcats can regroup. Only down 6. Still anybody's ball game, as we're under 9 minutes to go here before we get ready for half number 2. While we're here at halftime, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. From your first checking account to your first car, first mortgage to retirement, and all the money matters in between, Next Bank people relate because they're your people. They're in your community, sitting beside you at the kids' games, working local fundraisers, and shooting the breeze at the grocery store. Start building the banking relationship of a lifetime with Next Bank. Conveniently located in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. So if you're just tuning in recently, I'm David Warrington, coming to you live from Turkey Valley High School here in Jackson Junction, Iowa. We are at halftime of this quarterfinal matchup in regional play, Region 3 to be specific. And is a 6-point advantage for the Trojans. They lead at 26-20 after a three-point shot at the buzzer by Allie Hofert. Taking a look at what's to come, as of course we are in the postseason. The winner of this game will play once again this coming Friday, February 19th. That game will be at 7 o'clock. And the winner of tonight's game will take on either Lansing Key or East Buchanan. They're playing tonight, it says at Central Elkader High School. So the winner of that one will play the winner of tonight's game in the regional semifinal. Over on the other side of the bracket, St. Ansgar, sitting at 19-1 on the year, the number 1 seed in the bracket, is hosting Wapsie Valley tonight. And also we have Nashua Plainfield, 11-10 on the year, hosting West Central, 9-11. Looking at the numbers there, it should be a competitive game. And then the 2 winners there will play again on the 19th, just like the winners of this one. And then ultimately, the winners of both of those games will play February 24th, 7 o'clock. It says finals, or the site of that final game is to be determined. And that'll be a regional championship game with the winner advancing to the state tournament. So that's kind of the road to state for all the teams left. There are 8 teams left in this bracket. Only 1 will get to qualify for state. Certainly an exciting time of year as the Wildcats down 6 here at halftime in Jackson Junction against Turkey Valley. 6.5 minutes and counting now as we are once again at halftime. Turkey Valley has only lost 5 games this year. They are 17-5 on the season. Their last loss this season was January 19th. They lost to North Fayette Valley 55-44. And in their first round regional matchup against Dunkerton this past Thursday, February 11th, they were victorious 76-28. So certainly a talented team here at Turkey Valley. And the Wildcats are giving them all they can handle Down 6 in what was a very back and forth first half. Certainly anybody's game here going into half number 2. Wildcats will get the first crack at things here in about 5 minutes and 40 seconds or so once we get back underway. Both teams still in their locker rooms as we're nearing the halfway point of this halftime break. Looking at the foul situation for the Wildcats, no real foul trouble to speak of. There were 8 team fouls, but surprisingly enough, no player has more than 2. We've got Natalie Noonan, Emma Fritcher, Hannah Kramer, and Bailey Weber all with 1. Emma Treidel and Sarah Reed both have 2. So certainly nothing to worry about too much, as nobody is up in that 3 foul range where you start getting concerned in limiting minutes. But a pretty well played half there by both teams. Wildcats will look to get the offense going again there in that second half. They had some hot stretches there, and they also had some cold stretches, as evidenced by the back and forth nature of this game. Turkey Valley started out the game shooting the ball quite poorly. I think they missed their first 3 or 4 attempts from beyond the arc, but they picked it up a little bit. They kind of found their shooting stroke from range, and ultimately capping it off with that big 3-pointer at the buzzer to bring the Trojans into the locker room with some momentum, up 6. Wildcats will have to counteract that. Hopefully they can turn around the momentum in their favor in this second half. The Wildcats just now emerging from the locker room. A nice roar of applause from the Central City faithful here. Made the hour and 40 minutes or so trip over to Turkey Valley for this game. So the Wildcats back out onto the floor. They're going to get some shots up. As I said here in the open, I'm kind of in a weird spot. I'm right at court level, just a few feet from the court. Wildcats will be right in front of me in the second half offensively, as I'm right here down by that end of the floor. Turkey Valley was down here in the first half. Now Central City will take their turn down here. So the Wildcats back out here getting up some shots, getting ready to go for half number 2. We're down to 3 minutes and counting. Turkey Valley still has yet to emerge from their locker room. Wildcats trying to stay loose here, just a few minutes until we get things back underway. Two and a half minutes and counting now before we get things underway for half number 2. Again, the Wildcats out here on the floor getting some shots. Turkey Valley still yet to be seen, as I think the first 4 minutes or so of this third quarter will be crucial in determining who is going to come out victorious. Wildcats have to show up right away here in the second half. They can't let that 6-point deficit increase any larger than it is right now. Very manageable at the moment, but that can easily slip away. So the Wildcats need to make sure they're ready to go. Looking at them right now, they look focused, knocking down some shots, and they look ready to go here for half number 2. While we've got a couple minutes yet, we'll go ahead and give another shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is invested in their communities and ready to help the local economy grow by helping your business or farm operation grow. Whether you need an operating loan, equipment loan, livestock loan, or real estate loan, Next Bank has great terms and rates that will help you move your business to the next level. Next Bank offices are located in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Central City, and Coralville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. As always, can't say enough about all that Next Bank does to support Central City. The broadcast you're listening to tonight would not be possible without them, as well as what they do to help the community and the school. So big thank you to Next Bank, as we're now down to about 1 minute, 10 seconds to go here before half number 2. Still no sight from Turkey Valley. They're going to need to get out here pretty quickly, as we're about to go under 1 minute to go. Wildcats heading back over to the bench. Turkey Valley just now emerges onto the court. As Sarah Reed walking over to the bench, last one there. She looks ready to go. She just knocked down her last warm-up shot. She looks focused and hungry for this second half. It's a good sign for the Wildcats. If she can get going a little bit here, the Wildcats will be in good shape. 40 seconds and counting as both teams are over on the bench, getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Martinson for the Wildcats and Coach Niemeyer for the Trojans. As I said, I believe it'll be Wildcat basketball first. 25 seconds and counting until half number 2. It does appear to be the case. The Wildcats will get it. The warning horn sounds and both teams about to head back onto the floor. Turkey Valley is going to go with their starting unit. They've got Blazek, Hofert, Reichs, Byrne, and Werzer. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go with the same 5 at the start of the game. They're going to go with Noonan, Brooks, Trital, Fritcher, and Reed. Brooks will throw it in. Noonan will bring it up as we are set to go for half number 2 in this postseason quarterfinal matchup from Turkey Valley High School between the Wildcats and the Trojans. Brooks' pass is caught by Noonan, and we are underway for half number 2. Noonan brings it across half court. Double team comes. Gets it to Trital, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Now Noonan has it, nearly loses it, over to Reed. Long 2 on the way from Reed is good. Sarah Reed knocks down a shot from the same spot she hit right before the end of warm-ups. She has her spot figured out, and she hit that one. 26-22, Trojans lead it. Right wing to Blazek, now over to Reichs in the left wing. Top of the key to Byrne. Byrne picks up her dribble. High post to Hofert. Now down low. Werzer's shot is blocked. Reed blocked it. It's going to be rebounded by Trital. And she hands it off to Reed. She's going to give a long down court pass to Fritcher. Has it on the right wing. Now Brooks. Swing over to Trital. Was open for a moment, but now the defense is there. Down low to Fritcher. Wide open look at the rim. Fritcher goes up with it, and it's good. Wildcats on a quick 4-0 run here to start the second half. 26-24 advantage for the Trojans. Just a 2-point game as Hofert has it now top of the key. Gives it over to Byrne. Now right wing, that's Reichs. Over to Blazek on the left wing. Top of the key to Byrne, attacking the hoop. Kicks it out to Blazek. Long 3-pointer on the way is too strong. No good, rebounded by Hofert. She goes back up with it. Her shot attempt is no good. There's a jump ball inside, and that is going to be Trojans ball. As Fritcher had the defensive rebound, but Hofert got there before she could fully secure it. So now Hofert will throw it in for the Trojans from the baseline, gets it into Werzer. Now right wing to Byrne, into the corner to Hofert. Byrne now over to Reichs, thinks about a 3, thinks better of it. Byrne attacking, pull-up jump shot on the way is good. First bucket of the second half for the Trojans, good from J.C. Byrne. 28-24 our score, 6.5 to go in the third, or 6:15 rather. Noonan crossing half court, picks up her dribble over to Brooks. Brooks gives the top of the key to Reed. Looking around, uses the screen, picks up her dribble, over to Trital. 3-pointer on the way from Trital. It's going to be short, rebounded by Hofert. Down court pass to Byrne. She goes up with it. Her shot attempt is no good. Rebounded by Trital. Kick ahead to Brooks. Brooks bounce pass to Fritcher. Just does manage to come up with it. It's good. Emma Fritcher finishes inside off a nice assist there from Brooks. And it's a 2-point game, 28-26. Byrne has it top of the key. Now right wing to Reichs. Not pressuring her too much. Now a little bit more pressure comes. Picks up her dribble. In a little bit of trouble here from Noonan. Looks like Noonan's going to come up with it. Running in the full court. 2-on-1 fast break. Jump stop. Pass is stolen away. Tried to get it to Brooks. Stolen by the Trojans. Byrne running in the full court. Thinks about a jump shot. Now gives it over to Hofert. Top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Double teamed. Now over to Byrne. Back top of the key to Horfert. Attacking. Short corner to Blazek. Picks up her dribble. In a bit of trouble. Byrne attacking. Reichs, 3-pointer from the wing is no good. Rebounded by Fritcher. Nice strong rebound there by Emma. Out of bounds, off the Trojans. As first subs of the half here, Bailey Weber is going to enter for the Wildcats. Brooks will go out. Also we've got Jacqueline Schmidt entering the game for the Trojans. It's going to be Fritcher throwing it in. Gets it into Weber. Nice catch there by Bailey. Attacking, she's going to bring it out to the perimeter and slow it down a little bit. Wildcats trail by 2, 4:50 to go in the third. Over to Trital left wing. Gets it over to into the corner to Reed. Has it tipped loose. It's out of bounds off of the Trojans. Hofert there had the quick hands to poke it out of bounds. But it'll stay with the Wildcats. Fritcher's going to throw it in. Gets it into Reed in the corner. Attacking, nice drive, loses it. Fighting for it, gets it back, jump ball. It's gonna be Wildcat basketball. As Sarah looking a little bit frustrated after having it poked out. She will throw it in. Wildcats looks like they're gonna go in a box set. Reed gets it into Noonan, top of the key, thinks about a three. Now she's gonna look to attack, gets it over right wing to Weber. Three-pointer on the way is good! Bailey Weber with another huge three-pointer, and that gives the Wildcats the lead, 29-28. Bailey Weber, a freshman, having a phenomenal game, but the Wildcats lead it by 1. Left wing, now over into the corner to Blazik. Back to Byrne, top of the key. Fakes a three, takes one dribble, gets it over to Hofert. Has it on the right wing now. Back to Byrne. Looking down low, back to Hofert on the right corner now. Goes down low to Schmidt. Her shot is good, and the foul. And one as Schmidt knocks down the layup and takes the contact. Foul is going to go against Emma Treidel. That is her third, team foul number 1 in the half. As Hannah Kramer will come in for the Wildcats. Natalie Noonan to check out. 30-29 advantage for the Trojans as Schmidt will go to the line for 1 free throw. 4 minutes to go in the third. Free throw on the way is good. 31-29 lead for the Trojans as we're going to have a sub here for Turkey Valley. That is Aubrey Hofert checking into the game. Fritcher to throw it in. Gets it in to Reed. Bounce pass over to Fritcher, bringing it to the cross half court. Nice ball handling there from Emma. Over to Weber on the left wing. Using a screen from Reed, attacking. Brings it back out into the corner to Fritcher. Down low, pass is stolen away. Schmidt comes up with it. Byrne running in the full court, crossing half court. Gonna pull it back out, slow it down low to Schmidt. She just scored the and one. Now into the corner to Byrne, down low to Schmidt once again. Mid-range jumper on the way from Blazik, it's good. Jalissa Blazik knocks down the mid-range jumper for Turkey Valley. 4-point advantage for the Trojans. Reed to Kramer. Hannah goes up with it, it's no good. Rebounded by Schmidt. And we've got a timeout, or no, traveling violation. Traveling violation called against J.C. Byrne of the Trojans, so the Wildcats will get it back. Looks like Briley Brooks is going to come into the game. Emma Treidel with 3 fouls will come out. Inbounds pass from Fritcher goes to Weber. Bounce pass across half court. Now down low to Reed. Looking to attack. Pass is tipped out of bounds. It's going to go off of the Trojans. So the Wildcats will keep it. 3:06 to go here in the third. 33-29 advantage for Turkey Valley. Reed is going to throw it in. So right in front of the corner. Pass is tipped out of bounds. It was Byrne once again getting a hand on it. So we'll try it again. Reed again to throw it in. Inbounds pass is going to go to Weber. Has it right wing. Now top of the key to Kramer. Looking to get to the hoop. Now picks it back up. Over to Reed. Down low to Fritcher. Nice feed. Her shot is going to roll around and in. Emma Fritcher finishes with a left hand. Off the assist from Reed. 33-31. 2:45 to go in the third. And we've got a traveling violation, I believe. They're going to get Byrne for another one. As Reichs is going to check in for the Trojans and Noonan will check in for the Wildcats. Hannah Kramer to come out. The Wildcats will have the ball down by 2. Fritcher to throw it in, gets it into Noonan. Poked loose, out of bounds, off the Trojans. Trojans have shown some quick hands in this game, poking the ball out of bounds. But the Wildcats keep it. Fritcher inbounds to Noonan. Attacking the sideline. She's doubled, picks it up, back to Fritcher, top of the key. Gets it into the corner to Reed. Thinks about a 3, attacking the hoop. Picks it up, back to Fritcher. Mid-range jumper on the way from Emma is no good. Rebounded by Hofert. She picks up her dribble over to Byrne, who will bring it across half court for Turkey Valley. Attacking the hoop, goes up with it. Shot's blocked. Fritcher got a hold of it. And no call there. Natalie Noonan was almost tackled, but no call. Shot on the way is no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Briley Brooks comes up with it as Noonan comes up with takes the pass. And she'll bring it across half court. Uses the screen from Weber, dribbling left, picks up her dribble, has it poked loose, gets it back. Fakes a pass, now over to Weber. Uses Noonan's screen, attacking. Down low to Fritcher, nice pass. And little bit of a silly turnover there as Fritcher tried to hand it off to Reed, who had her foot out of bounds, so that's going to be a turnover. Trojans will take it. They lead 33-31 with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Bryn to bring it across half court for Turkey Valley. Over into the corner to Hofer. Down low to Schmidt. She goes up, too strong, rebounded by Fritcher. Ball's poked loose on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. I think that favors the Trojans. As Emma Treidel re-entering the game for the Wildcats. Briley Brooks to come out. The Trojans will keep it after the jump ball. Inbounds pass goes to Hofer. Her shot is no good off the glass, rebounded by Reed. And we're going to get a foul called against the Trojans. I believe that's just their first of the half, unless I missed one or two. So the Wildcats will take possession. Still full court press being applied by the Trojans. Reed will throw it in. Inbounds pass goes to Weber, bringing it across half court. He's going to pull it back out. Now looking to get downhill. Picks up her dribble. Now over to Noonan on the right corner. In some trouble. Bringing it out to the perimeter now. Bounce pass over to Treidel, top of the key. Hands it off to Weber. Over to Reed. Sarah Reed, three-pointer on the way. It's good! Sarah Reed knocks down a big three. 34-33 advantage for the Wildcats with 1:10 to go in the third. Hofer guarded by Weber. Nearly pokes the ball loose. Now over to Reichs in the left wing. Ball's loose. And it's going to be a turnover. Reed comes up with it. Noonan, under a minute to go, attacking, crossing half court, picks up her dribble, and they're going to get her for a travel. Kind of just shuffled her feet a little bit there after she crossed half court. Tried to jump stop. Hannah Kramer's going to check in for the Wildcats. Emma Treidel will head out. And also Jalissa Blazik will enter the game for the Trojans. Reichs to throw it in. We've got 55 seconds to go in the third. It's a 1-point lead for the Wildcats. Bryn bringing it up. Over to Blazik on the left wing, double teamed. Top of the key to Bryn, now over to Reichs. Pass is tipped. Schmidt comes up with it, it's loose. We got a jump ball, and that's going to favor the Wildcats. So Central City will get it back. Emma Treidel's going to re-enter the game now. Hannah Kramer will come out of the game as Fritcher will throw it in from the baseline. Opposite of the Wildcats basket. Inbounds pass goes to Reed. Has it poked loose, but she gets it back. Double team comes, picks up her dribble. Over to Noonan. 35 seconds and counting across half court now to Fritcher. Down low to Weber. Takes one dribble. Nice pass there to Treidel. He's got a foul before the pass. It's going to be on the floor, I believe. Against the Trojans. I believe that's their second of the half. Treidel will throw it in from underneath the basket. 33 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Reed. Wide open look from three on the way. It's good! Sarah Reed with another three-pointer. And it's a 4-point advantage for the Wildcats. 25 seconds to go in the third. Bryn attacking the hoop. Out to Reichs. Fakes the three. Now over to Hofer. Her shot on the way is no good. Rebounded by Blazik. Her putback attempt is no good. Rebounded by Fritcher. 12 seconds and counting to go in the quarter. Noonan crossing half court. Attacking the hoop. Stops. Pull-up jumper on the way. No good. Rebounded. Tipped out to Hofer. Her three-point attempt on the way. It's good off the glass. Nearly a full court shot, or nearly a half court shot rather, from Allie Hofer at the buzzer. The third quarter is good. So that gives the Wildcats a 1-point advantage going into the fourth quarter. Our score, Central City 37, Turkey Valley 36. Quite a high school basketball game here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth all night long. Hofer with her second buzzer beater three this game. The first one gave them a 6-point advantage going into the half. This one gives them a 1-point deficit going into the fourth. It'll be Turkey Valley ball first. The Wildcats are going to go with their starting unit of Treidel, Fritcher, Noonan, Brooks, and Reed. Warning buzzer sounds. 12 seconds and counting until the fourth quarter. This one is everything we could have hoped for and more, as this has been as exciting of a high school basketball game as you'll ever see. Trojans will get it first. Hofer will throw it in. Byrne will bring it up as Turkey Valley has it to begin our fourth quarter. We're underway. Byrne over to Blazik on the right corner. Now top of the key to Reichs. She gives it over to Byrne. Now into the corner to Blazik. Blazek has a right corner. Picks up her dribble, back to the corner. Reichs has it now, guarded by Reed there in the corner. Down low to Schmidt. She skips it over. Blazek attacking the hoop, double team, gets it back out to Byrne. She'll take the jumper on the way. It is good. A 2-point jumper there from Byrne will give the Trojans a 1-point lead. 38-37. Noonan crossing half court. Hands it off to Tritle. Emma Tritle has the top of the key, uses a screen from Brooks, now picks up her dribble, hit in the face, over to Fritcher, top of the key, attacking, bounce pass over to Brooks in the right corner. Looking to get downhill. Nice pass inside to Fritcher, her shot's blocked. Rebounded by the Trojans, that's Byrne. She gives it over to Hofert, bringing it to the cross half court. A minute gone here in the fourth, 38-37. Jumper on the way from Hofert's no good. Offensive rebound by Reichs. Pass is tipped by Noonan. Hofert comes up with it, however. Now over to Byrne, into the corner to Blazek. Double team. Now over to Hofert, guarded closely by Noonan. She gives it to Reichs, into the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Byrne is good, as Byrne knocks down a big three-pointer. 41-37 advantage for the Trojans. Brooks picks up her dribble over to Noonan. Has it top of the key. Looking to get downhill. Attacking, picks up her dribble. They're going to get her for a travel. It looks like she lost her pivot foot there inside. Bailey Weber will re-enter the game for the Wildcats. We'll see if she can spark some offense. 6:19 to go in the fourth. 41-37 our score. Turkey Valley is on top. Into the corner. That's Hofert. Now over to Reichs, bringing it top of the key. Inside to Schmidt. Over to Byrne, into the corner to Blazek. Fakes a shot, now bringing it up. Top of the key to Reichs, inside. Now back to the corner. Blazek attacking baseline. Top of the key, thinks about a three. That's Reichs, loses it momentarily, gets it back. Inside to Schmidt. Tipped loose, Fritcher has it, gives it over to Noonan. And are we gonna get a foul or jump? Oh, we're gonna get a foul called against Turkey Valley. That is their third of the half. As Coach Niemeyer of the Trojans doesn't like it, but a foul was called. They were trying to go for a jump ball, didn't get it. Fritcher will throw it in from in front of the Turkey Valley bench. Inbounds pass goes to Weber. 5:45 and counting here in the fourth. Weber trying to get across half court. Skip pass over to Noonan, attacking. Bounce pass to Tritle, out of bounds. It's gonna be a turnover. And the Trojans will get it back. Inbounds pass goes to Byrne. 5.5 to play here in the game. Timeout is called. It's going to be a full 60-second timeout called by Coach Niemeyer of the Trojans. With 5:31 remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Turkey Valley 41, Central City 37. While we're in this timeout, we'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 5.5 minutes to play here in this close and very close game. It's been back and forth all night. Currently the Trojans lead by 4, and they'll get it coming out of the timeout. The Wildcats trail by 4. They're going right now Noonan, Fritcher, Tritle, Reed, and Weber. They're starting 5 minus Brooks plus Weber. The Trojans will throw it in from the sideline right in front of their own bench. It's Reichs throwing it in, gets it in to Blazek. Guarded by Weber, top of the key, over to Byrne. Takes some contact from Noonan, no call though. Into the corner, now over to Hofert, top of the key. Dribbling left. Guarded by Weber. Picks up her dribble, double team comes, she's in trouble, gets it over to Blazek on the right, or left wing rather. Blazek looking to get downhill, over to Hofert. 5:10 remaining in the fourth. Weber comes up with the steal, Bailey Weber to the rim, finishes the layup. Bailey Weber with the steal and the score to bring the Wildcats within 2. And they're gonna get a foul there on Noonan as Byrne hit the deck hard. That is gonna be Noonan's second foul of the game. Team foul number 2. as the Trojans will have it. 4:58 to go in the fourth. 41-39 lead for Turkey Valley. Inbounds pass into the corner to Hofert. Her pass is tipped out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be off of the Wildcats, so Turkey Valley will keep it. Byrne to throw it in, again, right in front of the Turkey Valley bench. Inbounds pass inside to Hofert. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled. And I think that's going to be Trital's fourth foul of the game. And Hofert will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Foul is going to go against Emma Trital. That is her fourth, team foul number 3. As Hofert will go to the line for a pair of free throws here with 4:54 to play in the fourth. 41-39 advantage for Turkey Valley. First free throw on the way. That one's good. As Turkey Valley stretches their lead to 3, and Hofert has one more at the stripe. They're going to keep Trital in with 4 fouls, at least as it appears right now. Second free throw on the way from Hofert. That one is also good, so she makes both. They are, in fact, going to take out Trital now, as Hannah Kramer will come in for her. Reed to throw it in from the baseline. 43-39 our score. 4:54 to go. Noonan picks up her dribble. Bounce pass over to Reed. Skip pass across half court to Weber. Has it right wing. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass top of the key to Kramer. Uses a screen from Reed. Now over to Noonan. Attacking the hoop. Noonan goes up with it. It's no good, but she's fouled. And Noonan will go to the line for a pair of free throws. That is going to be foul number 4 against Turkey Valley this half. As Noonan going to the line for 2. 4.5 to go, 4:36 to be specific. The Wildcats trailing by 4. First free throw on the way. That one is good, off the glass. As Noonan banks in the free throw. 3-point deficit now. Noonan has one more chance at the stripe. Second free throw on the way. That one's no good off back iron. Rebound pulled down by Hofert. Wildcats trail by 3, 4.5 to play. Hofert bringing it up for the Trojans. Dribbling left, hands it off to Byrne. Uses the screen. Over to Blazik. Now inside to Schmidt. Schmidt takes one dribble, loses it. It's on the ground. It's loose. They're going to get a jump ball, I believe. I'm not sure who has it right now. It looks like it's going to be the Wildcats. So Central City will get it back, trailing by 3 with 4:18 to play. Inbounds pass goes to Reed. Over to Fritcher. Looking to get it across half court. Does get it across half court. Picks up her dribble, gets it over to Noonan. Noonan over to Weber on the right wing. She picks up her dribble over to Reed now, top of the key. Reed attacking, pulls up, shot fake, looking around, loses it. It's picked up by Byrne, and the Trojans will go the other way. Got a foul here, push off potentially. They're going to go give the foul to Noonan. A lot of contact there both ways. Definitely a forearm extended there, but they saw the contact from Noonan first, I believe. That is going to be Noonan's third, team foul number 4. As Hofert will throw it in, gets it into the corner to Reichs. Now back to Hofert. Top of the key to Byrne. Going now left wing. Picks it up, skip pass. Now high post to Schmidt. Top of the key to Byrne. Over to Hofert on the left wing. Bounce pass top of the key to Byrne. Into the corner now to Blazik. Byrne over to Reichs. 3.5 to play. Wildcats trail by 3. Byrne over to Reichs. Trojans seem to be in no hurry to shoot. Nearly a turnover there. The Trojans get it back. And we're going to get a foul there on Noonan. That's going to be her 4th. Team foul number 5. And Coach Martinson of the Wildcats is going to call timeout. It's going to be a full 60-second timeout called by the Wildcats with 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Our score, Turkey Valley 43, Central City 40. The Trojans appear to be in no hurry to score or even shoot the basketball for that matter, as they've got, all they have to do in their minds is run the clock down and keep the score right where it is for 3.5 more minutes, and they win. They're moving on to play another day. Wildcats got to find a way to get things, to get some stop defensively. Maybe they'll look to foul. I'm sure that's what Coach Martinson is talking about in the huddle right now. Wise use of a timeout there by Coach Martinson. As the Wildcats come back onto the floor, we're going to have Kramer, Weber, Fritcher, Noonan, and Reed out there for Central City. Turkey Valley breaks their huddle and comes back out onto the floor. No subs there. We've got Schmidt, Byrne, Blazik, Reichs, and Hofer. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remain, as it's going to be Blazik throwing it in front of the Turkey Valley bench. Wildcats are going to try to get a turnover here on the inbounds pass, one would assume. She does get it in. Byrne has it in the backcourt. Crosses over into the front court. And they're going to get a foul on Noonan, and I believe that's going to be her 5th and final foul. I believe that is her 5th, team foul number 6. And Noonan will exit the game with her 5th and final foul. Brooks will come back in, as Noonan's done for the night. Had a nice game, but couldn't quite avoid that 5th foul. Didn't look like there was much of a foul there, but it was enough. Brooks comes in to replace her. Inbounds pass goes to Byrne, guarded by Brooks. 3:10 and counting. Shot on the way is no good. Rebounded, tipped around, picked up by Weber. But they're going to say Weber stepped on the out of bounds line. So Turkey Valley will get it back. Tough spot there by Bailey. The ball was tipped in the air. She didn't have much room to work with, and she just ended up stepping on the line. Inbounds pass goes to Hofer. She'll bring it out to the perimeter. Attacking the hoop. Over to Blazik. Pass is tipped inside to Hofer. On the ground, picked up by Reed. Wildcats will have it. Reed over to Brooks. Brooks pressured. Brings it top of the key. Goes behind the back, looking to get downhill. Over to Weber. Into the corner to Reed. Reed uses a screen. Three-pointer on the way. Shots off the mark by Reed. Rebounded by Blazik of the Trojans. 2:35 to go in the 4th. Wildcats trail by 3. Byrne attacking. Gets to the rim. Goes up. Her shot's no good, but they're going to get Reed for the foul. The Wildcats are now over the limit. That is Reed's 3rd foul, team foul number 7. And it's going to be J.C. Byrne going to the line to shoot a pair of free throws here for the Trojans. 2:31 to go in the 4th. Currently score 43-40 with 2 free throws here to come from Byrne. First free throw on the way is no good. She can't get the first one to go. Emma Tritle playing with 4 fouls back into the game. Kramer will come out. Tritle, one of the best three-point shooters on this team, and they could use one right about now. Second free throw on the way. That one is good, so she makes 1 of 2. It's a 4-point advantage for the Trojans. Pass over to Brooks. Crossing half court, in a little bit of trouble now. Over to Weber. She'll take a 3. On the way, it's no good. Rebound fought for, it's loose, picked up by the Trojans. Byrne crossing half court. Picks up her dribble. Now pass is tipped by Reed right into the hands of Reichs. Now Byrne attacking, down low. Shot is blocked, but they're going to get Reed for a foul. Really tough call there from Reed. Didn't seem to be much contact to speak of, but it does draw the whistle. That is going to be her 4th, team foul number 8. As it's going to be Jalissa Blazik going to the line for a pair of free throws for Turkey Valley. They currently lead by 4. First free throw on the way. It's no good. So she misses the first. She still has 1 to go. 2:06 to play. 44-40 again is our score. Second free throw on the way. Blazik's shot is good. She makes 1 of 2. 45-40 our score. We've got a timeout on the floor. Timeout called by Turkey Valley's Coach Niemeyer. It is a 30-second timeout. And with 2:06 remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Turkey Valley 45, Central City 40. The Wildcats still very much alive in this one, down only by 5. They do need to get the offense going right away, though, as Turkey Valley, of course, will be in no rush to score on the offensive end. As I mentioned earlier, in their minds, all they got to do is get that clock to zeros, and the score can stay right where it is for all they care, and that'll be it. They'll move on. Wildcats can't have that mindset, obviously. They don't have the advantage of having that mindset, as they trail by 5. Again, 2:06 to play. Turkey Valley staying in the full court press as they have all night. Fritcher will throw it in. Weber and I believe Reed are the guards up to help bring it up for the Wildcats. Inbounds pass goes to Weber, right back to Fritcher. Fritcher looking to get it across half court. She does. Out to Weber, and they're going to get her for a travel. They're going to say she stepped before she put the ball down. Tough call there. Weber whistled for the turnover. Trojans ball, Wildcats trail by 5. Byrne's going to bring it up for Turkey Valley. crossing half court, picks up her dribble, ball's tipped, right into the hands of Reichs. Byrne has the top of the key, dribbling right, guarded by Weber. Picks up her dribble over to Hofert in the right corner. They're leaving her some space, now they're gonna pressure her. Picks up her dribble. And we've got another timeout gonna be called by the Trojans. Another 30-second timeout called by Turkey Valley with 1:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Our score still remains Turkey Valley 45, Central City 40. So the Wildcats really need to get a stop here in a timely fashion, as they do trail by 5 here in the closing moments of this ball game. 1.5 minutes to play. There's the warning buzzer. Both teams about ready to get back onto the floor. Wildcats break their huddle on the floor. They have Treidel, Weber, Brooks, Fritcher, and Reed. Trojans will have it. Blazik will throw it in from the sideline right in front of her own bench. 1:38 on the clock. Wildcats trail by 5. Inbounds pass into the backcourt. It goes to Reichs, crossing into the front court. Picks up her dribble. Reed pressuring. In some trouble, now gets it to Blazik, top of the key, guarded by Treidel. Treidel playing with 4 fouls, now over to Bird. We got a foul. This is a situation where maybe you would see an intentional foul, but I don't think that's what that was, but a foul was called. It's gonna go against Briley Brooks. That's her first, team foul number 9. As Byrne will go to the line to shoot 2 for Turkey Valley. First free throw on the way is good. 6-point advantage for the Trojans. Second free throw set to come here. Shot on the way is good as well. She makes them both. Wildcats trail by 7. Weber bringing it across half court over to Brooks. Picks up her dribble, out to Reed. Reed attacking, nice drive, puts it up, it's good. Sarah Reed gets to the rim and finishes. Trojans get it in easily, no worries there. Hofert getting it across half court. And we're gonna get a foul. Could have been an intentional foul, but I don't think they're gonna go that route. I hope they're gonna have a discussion about it. It's gonna go against Brooks, that's her second. I believe we are now at team foul number 10. We're over the limit. So we've got a timeout on the floor. Coach Martinson of the Wildcats calls a 60-second timeout. With 1:02 remaining in the fourth quarter, our score Turkey Valley 47, Central City 42. So this one's really coming down to the wire. Wildcats trail by 5. I believe we're gonna have some free throws here coming up as well for Turkey Valley. Wildcats are gonna need to come back here late. They're the definite underdog in this one. They've done a great job to stick around throughout. Their offense has gone cold here late. They're going to need to find it and also get some quick defensive stops. Wildcats come out of their huddle. They've got Reed, Weber, Brooks, Treidel, and Fritcher. Turkey Valley now breaking their huddle. As it's going to be J.C. Byrne going to the line for 2 for Turkey Valley. Again, 1:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. Wildcats trail by 5. First free throw from Byrne on the way is good. That's a 6-point advantage for the Trojans. One more free throw yet to come. Byrne set for her second free throw on the way. That one's good as well. She makes them both. Big free throws there for the Trojans. We're at a minute and counting in the game. Weber into the corner to Treidel. Treidel dribbling right, nearly loses it, gets it back over to Brooks, top of the key. Weber wants it, she's open. They finally swing it over to her. She'll take the 3. Bailey Weber for 3, it's good! Bailey Weber knocks down the 3. 45 seconds and counting. Wildcats trail by 4. Hofert has it, guarded by Weber in the full court, crossing over into the front court. They're gonna need to foul here. 32 seconds and counting, we do have a foul. Reed has 4, so I hope it wasn't against her. Foul is gonna go against Brooks. That is Briley's third. Team is in the double bonus. Wildcats are gonna need the Trojans to miss some free throws here. 32 seconds to play. Hofert will go to the line. She's the leading scorer for the Trojans, averaging 19.1 a game. A couple big free throws coming up here. First free throw on the way is good. Hofert knocks down the first. She'll have one more. 50-45 our score. Hofert's second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. She makes them both. 6-point advantage for the Trojans. 30 seconds to play. Wildcats need a three. Trojans still pressuring in the full court. Reed crossing into the front court. We're going to get a foul against the Trojans as Briley caught a hand to the face. That's going to be team foul number 5. They're still not shooting free throws. Fritcher will throw it in. Gets it into Reed. She's got to shoot quickly. 20 seconds and counting. Fritcher, skip pass over to Weber. She takes one dribble back. Three-pointer on the way. That's no good off back iron. Fritcher pulls down the rebound. It's tipped. It's picked up by Byrne. 12 seconds and counting. Weber's going to foul. And Hofer will go to the line for 2. That is Bailey's second foul. Team already in the double bonus. 6-point lead for the Trojans with 11 seconds on the clock. And Hofer will go to the line for 2. First free throw on the way. That one is good. Hofer knocks down the first. She'll have one more. 52-45 our score. Just 11 seconds to go. Second free throw from Hofer on the way. That one is good as well. She makes them both. 53-45 with 11 seconds to go. Weber bringing it across half court. Gives it over to Reed. It's going to go out of bounds. Brooks saves it. Skips it back to Treidel. Her three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebounded by Fritcher. Her putback is good. I don't know. It was before the buzzer, so it counts. And that is going to do it for tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen. A strong effort by the Wildcats, but ultimately Turkey Valley does come out on top. Our final score tonight, Turkey Valley 53, Central City 47. A crushing loss for the Wildcats in a game where they played really well throughout. Couldn't quite get it done here at the end as the Trojans come away with a 6-point victory. Tough way to end your season. A close game, could have gone either way. If you think about it, those 2 3-pointers that Hofer hit at the buzzer in both the second and third quarters is the difference between a tie game and a 6-point loss. So that is going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, our final, Turkey Valley 53, Central City 47. Congratulations to the Trojans. They'll move on to play either Key or East Buchanan this Friday in the semifinal matchup. And of course, a huge congratulations to our Central City Wildcats on a really nice season. They were really strong throughout. Loved watching them play this year. Unfortunate to see the season come to an end, but a strong showing tonight. And got to give props to our girls. Specifically, I'd like to give a nice shout out to all of our seniors. Emma Treidel, Emma Fritcher, Ellie Lentz, and Lacey Hennick. Making sure I didn't miss anybody there. Those 4 are seniors this year. All played different roles in the team, and all were very much necessary in order to have the success this team had this year. Winning 12 games in the Tri-Rivers Conference is no small feat. Wildcats will finish the year 12-10, above 500. A nice season all around for the Wildcats that unfortunately does come to an end tonight against the Turkey Valley Trojans. So that is going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast and for tuning in all season. Obviously, this is our final basketball broadcast of the year as both teams have ended their seasons. I'm assuming our next broadcast will be coming up during baseball and softball season. So make sure when the summer months roll around to look out for that. And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in all season. That's going to do it for tonight. I'm David Warrington saying good night and go Cats.